One night. $100,000. That is what the right nightclub can pull in over a single weekend. But here is what nobody tells you. That same nightclub could be completely bankrupt by the end of the year. Some nightclub owners drive Ferraris, others lose their homes. And the terrifying truth is, both of those people started with the exact same dream, the exact same excitement, and very often, the exact same amount of money. So what separates the ones who win from the ones who get destroyed? What does it actually cost to open a nightclub? How do these businesses make money? And most importantly, can owning one actually make you rich? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will never walk into a nightclub the same way again. Everyone has seen it. The velvet rope, the long line outside, the flashing lights, the DJ commanding the entire room, the VIP section full of people popping bottles that cost more than most people make in a month. From the outside, a nightclub looks like the perfect business. You throw a party, people pay to get in, they spend money all night, and you walk away with a bag full of cash. If only it were that simple. The reality of owning a nightclub is one of the most complicated, expensive, and emotionally draining business experiences a person can go through. It is an industry that can make you feel like a king on Saturday night and like a failure by Monday morning. And it all starts before you open a single door. Before your nightclub serves its first drink, you are already bleeding money. And this is where most first-time owners completely underestimate what they are walking into. Renting a commercial space in a decent location is your first massive hit. In a mid-sized city, a viable space runs anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 per month, just in rent. In New York, Miami, or Los Angeles, that number can easily triple. And here is the brutal truth about location. A nightclub in the wrong part of town is a nightclub that is already dying. You are not walking into a space and opening tomorrow. You are rebuilding everything from scratch. The dance floor, the bar, the lighting rigs, the sound system, the VIP booths, the bathrooms. Every inch has to be designed and built to make people feel like they are somewhere special. A basic nightclub renovation starts at $100,000. A mid-level club with solid sound and quality finishes will run between $500,000 and $1 million. A luxury venue in a premium city, anywhere from $2 million to $5 million before a single customer walks through the door. And you are still not open. A liquor license alone can cost between $10,000 and $300,000, depending on your city and state. On top of that, you need a business license, a health permit, a fire safety certificate, an entertainment license, and often a noise permit. Collecting all of these can take months, sometimes longer. And while you wait, the rent keeps running. By the time your doors open for the first time, you may have already spent between $1 million and $3 million, and you have made exactly zero. Here is where most people get their second big shock. The costs never stop. Even on your best nights, even when the club is completely packed wall to wall, the expenses run in the background, like a machine that never shuts off. Payroll is one of your largest monthly obligations. A full nightclub staff, bartenders, waitresses, security, floor manager, general manager, booking coordinator, cleaning crew, coat check, can cost between $50,000 and $150,000 every single month. The DJ is its own expense. A resident DJ at a mid-level club earns between $1,000 and $5,000 per night. A guest DJ with a real following can demand $10,000 to $100,000 for a single appearance. And if you want to keep people coming back, you have to keep paying. Then stack on top of that monthly rent, utilities, insurance, marketing, alcohol inventory, maintenance, and taxes. On a slow month, your expenses can exceed your revenue. If that happens 2 or 3 months in a row, you may not survive to see month 4. Now here is where it gets genuinely fascinating. Alcohol margins are extraordinary. A bottle of vodka that costs the club $12 wholesale gets sold for $60 in a basic mixed drink. A premium bottle that costs the club $30 gets placed on a VIP table for $300 or more. That is a markup of 1,000%, and the customer pays it without thinking twice. But alcohol is not even the real money. The real money is bottle service. When a VIP customer reserves a table, they commit to a minimum spend, usually between $500 and $5,000 depending on the club. That entire minimum goes toward alcohol. A group of 6 people can easily drop $3,000 in a single night on 2 premium bottles. Multiply that across 15 or 20 VIP tables, and the numbers start to look very different. Entry fees add another layer. A club charging $30 at the door, with 1,000 people walking through on a Saturday night, earns $30,000 before a single drink is poured. Add private events, corporate bookings, brand sponsorships, and promotional nights, and you have multiple income streams running simultaneously. Let us look at a real Saturday night on paper. Your club holds 800 people. You bring in 600 guests. The average guest spends $40 on drinks. That is $24,000. Your cover charge at $25 per head adds $15,000. 10 VIP tables averaging $2,000 each adds another $20,000. Total revenue for one night, $59,000. That sounds incredible, until you look at the other side. Alcohol inventory for the night, $12,000. Staff wages, $8,000. The DJ, $4,000. Security, $3,000. Cleaning supplies and card fees, $2,000. Total costs, $29,000. Your profit for that one Saturday night, $30,000. Still sounds great, until you realize you need to do this every single weekend just to cover your monthly bills. And not every night is a great night. And this is exactly why the nightclub graveyard is full of people who had 1 or 2 great weekends and thought they had made it. Stick with me, because what kills these businesses is almost never what people expect. The survival statistics in this industry are brutal. More than 60% of nightclubs close within their first 3 years. Many do not make it past 6 months. And the reasons are almost always the same. Bad location is the #1 killer. A club that is hard to reach, in an unsafe area, or too far from its target market will never build the consistent foot traffic it needs. No marketing budget in the world can fix a bad address. Poor management is the second killer. A nightclub has dozens of moving parts running simultaneously every single night. Bartender theft alone, which is one of the most common issues in the industry, can silently drain thousands of dollars every week without the owner even noticing. Mismanaged guest lists, undertrained security, and poor crowd control can lead to incidents that result in lawsuits, license suspensions, or permanent closure. Changing trends can destroy a nightclub faster than almost anything else. The hottest venue in the city 2 years ago can feel completely dead today. Music tastes evolve, a fresh competitor opens nearby, and suddenly the crowd that used to line up outside is spending their money somewhere else. Seasonal slowdowns hit hard depending on your market. Some clubs make 80% of their annual revenue in just 3 or 4 months and fight to stay alive the rest of the year. Here is something that the most successful nightclub owners understand, something the average person never considers. The best nightclubs are not actually selling alcohol. They are selling something far more powerful. They are selling status. They are selling a feeling that money can temporarily buy. When someone drops $3,000 on a bottle of vodka at a VIP table, they are not paying for vodka. They could walk into any liquor store and buy that same bottle for $50. They are paying to be seen. They are paying for the sparklers, the waitress cutting through the crowd, and that specific moment when every head in the room turns toward their table. The most profitable clubs understand this deeply. They do not just run a venue. They engineer an environment where people feel special, exclusive, and like they are part of something most people cannot touch. And people will pay almost anything to feel that way. So the real question, can owning a nightclub actually make you rich? The honest answer is yes. But only for a very specific type of person, under very specific conditions. If your club fails, and the majority do, you could lose everything you put in. We are talking about $1 to $3 million gone, along with years of your life. If your club stabilizes and reaches consistent operation, you might generate a personal income of $100,000 to $300,000 per year, after all expenses. A solid living, but not the lifestyle people imagine when they picture nightclub ownership. If your club becomes genuinely successful, builds a loyal crowd, a recognizable brand, and eventually scales to multiple locations, the wealth potential becomes very real. The most successful nightclub operators in the world have built businesses worth hundreds of millions of dollars. But they are the exception, not the rule. The ones who make it think like brand builders, not party planners. They create an identity so strong that people travel to experience it, talk about it long after the night ends, and feel something real the moment they walk through the door. Owning a nightclub is not just a business decision, it is a complete lifestyle decision. It demands your nights, your weekends, your constant attention, and your ability to manage people, money, risk, and pure chaos simultaneously in a dark room with loud music every single week. But the grind behind it is more real. So the next time you walk into a packed club, lights flashing, music pounding, crowd going wild, take a moment to look around. Somewhere in that building, someone might be having the best night of their year, and someone else might be quietly calculating how many more nights like this they need just to make next month's rent. That is the economics of owning a nightclub. The lights look beautiful from the dance floor, but behind them, it is all business. If you found this breakdown valuable, hit subscribe, because every week we pull back the curtain on how real money actually works.